Witamy na treningu. To właśnie tutaj nauczysz się sterowania. Gra zatrzyma się podczas podawanych instrukcji. Potem wszystko należy do ciebie. Jeśli chcesz pominąć objaśnienia, naciśnij lewy przycisk myszy. Każdy skok zaczyna się na linii startu. Rozsiądź się wygodnie przed monitorem lub zamień się miejscami z innymi graczami. Jeśli chcesz wystartować, naciśnij lewy przycisk myszy. Masz teraz 5 sekund na zapoznanie się z wiatrem. Zerknij na rękaw po lewej. Jeśli trzepocze, oznacza to, że musisz wziąć pod uwagę wiatr boczny. Jeśli chcesz startować natychmiast, naciśnij lewy przycisk myszy. Inaczej wystartujesz automatycznie po 5 sekundach. Równy zjazd zwiększa twoją prędkość, więc pilnuj swej równowagi. Pomoże ci wskaźnik w prawym dolnym rogu. Jeśli kulka jest w środku, masz idealną równowagę. Jeśli przesunie się w którąś stronę, możesz ostrożnie sterować myszką w przeciwnym kierunku, aby odzyskać równowagę. No i znowu. Świetnie. Teraz poćwiczymy wybicia. Musisz nabrać odpowiedniej prędkości. Spójrz na pasek w prawym dolnym rogu. Naciśnij i przytrzymaj lewy przycisk myszy, gdy pasek zbliży się do znacznika pośrodku. Puść przycisk tuż przed dojściem do końca. Wybijesz się automatycznie. No i jedziemy! Bardzo dobrze. Udało ci się wznieść w powietrze. Aby przelecieć dużą odległość, musisz rozłożyć narty w klin i przeciwdziałać wiatrom bocznym podczas swego lotu. Przesuń myszkę do siebie. W ten sposób układasz narty w klin. Balansuj podczas lotu, przesuwając mysz na boki. No i znowu. Teraz musisz wylądować. Przesuń myszkę naprzód, aby ułożyć narty w klin. Gdy wysokościomierz w prawym dolnym rogu zaświeci się na zielono, możesz bezpiecznie lądować. Naciśnij lewy przycisk myszy. Wylądujesz automatycznie. No i jedziemy! To było znakomite lądowanie. Sędziowie będą zadowoleni. Znakomicie! To był bezbłędny skok. Niczego więcej już cię nie nauczymy. Jeśli chcesz, ćwicz dalej swe umiejętności. Ale jeśli czujesz się na siłach, by stanąć do zawodów, możesz zakończyć trening, naciskając klawisz Escape.
Hello everyone out there and welcome to today's competition. My name is Herman Kunke and I am your companion for the day. We're broadcasting live from Pragelato, the town used for skiing during the Turin Olympic Winter Games. Lovely takeoff. Yes, that's the sort of landing we want to see. Perfect. The crowd will love him for that. Hello and welcome. My name is Herman Kunke, your presenter for today. My co-presenter today is former Olympic champion and Germany's coach of many years, Franz Fattelmoser. Your experience means you'll certainly be able to give us a few good tips.
Well, you know, I've been out of the sport for a while and there's been so many changes, but it's still exciting.
We're broadcasting live from Pragelato straight into your living room. The judges confirm it too. He has kept his form. Welcome to today's broadcast. My name is Herman Kunke and I will be guiding you through the competition. The stadium in Kuusamo, Finland is floodlit. This competition starts this year's World Cup.
This is the most respected competition apart from the four-hill tournament. It's a matter of life and death, so to speak.
Solid work. Today we're right in the middle of Lapland.
Yes, let's hope the reindeer don't get in the skiers' way.
That confirms his form. He's right to be happy. Since when has distance been decisive?
Since the very beginning. It just wasn't written down. The first was a Norwegian, 9.5 meters in 1808.
He's gone back to his previous form. And that's the end of an exciting competition. Let's have a last look at the results before I say goodbye and see you next time. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's ski jumping. In Trondheim, Norway, the jumpers compete for the top positions. These are the best jumpers. The qualification round has started. The skiers have to be amongst the top 50.
Very good. He should buy the waxer a drink later on. That went like clockwork.
We have a strong crosswind today.
Yes, Herman, let's just hope that the judges know what to do. I think it's irresponsible to let them start in such conditions. It's dangerous.
Back on Earth, and it looked good. Now that jump turned out well. It might give his next one wings too. These are the results of today's competition. It was fun having you with us, and I hope to see you soon.
Goodbye to you all out there.
Welcome to today's broadcast.
So, we are in Harachov at
The World Cup. He's a great jumper. If he can maintain his form, no one can stop him.
Well, I wouldn't say that. There's still some interesting talents out there.
Perfect landing.
A feast for the eyes. I hope the judges will agree with us.
And again. A slight crosswind today.
That's normal. And it's part of the training too. It will just prevent long distances.
He went a long way down there. He'll be satisfied. And that's the end. Welcome to today's ski jumping. My name is Herman Kunke. We're broadcasting live from Engelberg. Again, the best jump. This is the qualification round.
Yes, you have to be among the top 50. Some won't take it seriously enough, and afterwards they wonder why they're out.
He came down there very well. The old monastery of Engelberg is in the middle of the town. It was the seat of power for the whole valley once.
Yes, and now there are only 40 months left. The times, they are a-changing.
He continues to perform at the... And so a thrilling competition comes to a close. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Herman Kunke speaking. My co-presenter today is former Olympic champion and Germany's coach of many years, Franz Fattelmoser. The floodlight is on in Oberstdorf and I'm pleased to... It's raining slightly here.
Which is probably more disturbing for the public than for the jumpers.
Respectable approach run, good speed.
If you could turn that into distance, it will be an excellent jump.
If he wants to stay at the top, he will have to prove that he's the right one to be there. He's making great strides up the ranks. And that's the end of an exciting competition. Let's have a last look at the results before I say goodbye and see you next time. And thank you to my guest, Franz Fattelmoser. Welcome to today's broadcast. This event takes place in Garmisch-Partenkirchen.
Garmisch. I have some nice souvenirs from here. I won the New Year's jump twice. Once in 1966 and again in 67.
But you never won the four-hill tournament, did you?
Oh, listen, I don't think we have to start that again.
Who would have expected that from us?
You know, Herman, I've always had faith.
It's drizzling today in the stadium. Smooth and fast.
Sounds like an advert for a car. Let's hope he has the same power.
And that's the end of today's competition. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. My name is Herman Kunke, your presenter for today. Friends, you're an exceptional athlete. We're coming live from... Now we'll see another... Now this is a Polish jumper who's preparing to start.
That's the decisive moment up there. You have to check the wind and try to concentrate 100%.
Let's have a quick look. Why, actually, should you land in telemark style?
It's to do with tradition, I suppose. I have no other explanation, and to be honest, it doesn't look very elegant, does it?
A long jump.
But he might have gone even further.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Here are the final results. Hello and welcome to and here with me is Franz Faltermoser, the winner. Your experience. We're watching a floodlit event. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the decisive event of the four-hill tournament. Today, we will witness who will make it to the top and win the tournament. He had great power but missed the right point for takeoff. A pity. Let's hope that... Now that was an interesting first... Up there, a Polish jumper is heading for the start. A nice jump, and also a good distance. Good score. And so a thrilling competition comes to a close. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I did indeed, Herman.
I didn't mean you, Franz. Well, of course I meant you, but I really meant today's viewers.
Okay, so goodbye, guys.
Hello to everyone out there. My name is Herman Kunke, and I will be presenting today's competition. I'm very happy to welcome ski jumping. Franz, you come from an old ski. Today's host. Today is the start of the Ski Flying World Championship. Franz, what's the difference between ski jumping and ski flying?
In ski flying, there's a longer approach run.
That's it?
Well, then of course the distance jumped is further.
Well, he can't complain about the score. Oh no, it started drizzling. That's not so nice.
Oh, the boys are not made of sugar. They won't dissolve.
Well, sometimes we can be surprised.
Oh yeah, I didn't expect that.
These are the results of today's competition. It was fun having you with us, and I hope to see you soon.
Goodbye to you all out there.
Hello and welcome. My name is Herman Cook. This ski jumping event is taking place in Bad Mid. Today we'll see who's the king of the flyers.
Yes, it takes a lot of guts if you look down from up there. A platform like that is pretty high up.
Oh, the jump table ended sooner than he thought.
Yes, when you're in the air, you can push as much as you want. There's nothing to push against.
The jump was... Let's hope that his last few jumps were just slip-ups. A perfect takeoff. This jump could bring him up the ranking.
Yes, let's see how the top group will react.
And that's the end of today's competition. Goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed the competition.
And I'll say goodbye too. It was an honor for me to be here.
Welcome to today's... I would like to welcome former coach and Olympic champ. You must have a great sense of satisfaction looking back over your life.
Well, I'm healthy. I have a lovely family and above all, my hotel's doing well. Why don't you come and visit? It's called some Flieger. And it's just on the...
Oh no, Franz, you're not going to get away with that plug. This ski jumping event is taking place in Bad Mittendorf. We're about to see the best jumpers in another World Cup competition. Well, we witnessed some exciting jumps today.
Yes, my heart's all over the place. Well, are they supposed to put signposts out to tell everyone that the jump is coming to an end?
Very nice landing.
Yes, you can see who's talented.
And so a thrilling competition comes to a close. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're broadcasting live from Villingen with the qualification round.
Yes, if you succeed in staying at the bottom of the table, it's the next plane home.
But no one wants that, Franz.
I'm not sure. Sometimes it looks like that.
Yes, that's what we want to see, a good takeoff. He had a great start, but his last jump was a bit...
lame. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's see what happens today.
Wow, he really showed us what he can do.
Yes, that was a big surprise.
And that's the... Hello everyone out there and welcome to today's competition. My name is Herman. We're broadcasting live from the Zapraszam. This is... Of course, we're expecting another great jump.
He'll do it, I'm sure of it. He's a good one. Very good.
He's showing us exactly how to take off. Let's look at the scoreboard now. The weather gods are being kind today. They've sent us some good weather just before competition starts. I didn't credit him with that jump.
Yes, even his trainer looked baffled.
These are the results. Welcome to today's broadcast. We're coming live from Japan, directly into your living room. We're looking forward to the start of another World Cup. The jumpers are having to start with a slight tailwind. A picture book approach run. He's meant... France, you don't have fond memories of Sapporo, do you?
No. I had to retire here. I had wanted to prove myself one more time. But whilst I was training, well, my bones were just not having it. That's hard when you're just 28 and physically you're a wreck. But I got back on my feet and I came back here several times as trainer.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This Pragelato is a new town in the jumping circuit.
Yes, there.
This is where the... He's found his place right at the top.
That's a good place to be. From there, you can watch your rivals.
First class. After an approach run like that, not much can go wrong.
Well, sometimes you think there might be an extra surprise.
We'll soon see the... What about the fall? How is it taken into account?
Well, there's a fall line. If you make it behind that line, the jump is judged as stood. But it doesn't look good to thrash your arms around trying to keep your balance. That doesn't convince the judges.
A perfect score for this jump. And so a thrilling competition comes to a close. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
I did it.
Welcome to today's broadcast. My name is Herman Kunke. Soon competition will start here in Pragelato. We're in the qualification. What's the most frequent injury in ski jumping?
Extraordinarily, it's a broken collarbone. The other bones are usually spared, even the coccyx. Very good. He should buy the waxer a drink later on. That went like clockwork.
A good jump, and he knows it.
Yes.
The ski jumps of Pragelato are all new in the ski jumping circus.
Yes, circus is the right word. You sometimes think you're in a flea circus.
Fantastic! That distance.
Yes, the boy's a good one. I always knew that.
And that's the end of an exciting competition. Welcome to today's ski. We're broadcasting live from Pragelato. Today,
You know, sometimes I think that ski jumping does have a good side. So many people come together and cheer loudly and have fun, and after that they go home. I think that's nice.
good. He's made a big leap forward. The ski jumps here are all new.
Yes, Olympia calls and suddenly everyone has got money. But if it helps to let us see good flights, it's all right with me.
After that jump, he can expect a good score. And here it is. Oh yes, he'll be... Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Here are the final results. And so I'd like to say goodbye to you and goodbye to my guest here in the studio. Thanks for coming, France. Hello and welcome to We're broadcasting live from Finland. Here we see it. Now this is a Polish jumper who's preparing to start.
That's the decisive moment up there. We have to check the wind and try to concentrate 100%.
A terrific landing.
That's really rare.
Wind conditions seem to be perfect today.
Yes, a strong upwind. That's good for the distance. Let's hope they don't shorten the approach run.
The takeoff was almost perfect.
Almost. I couldn't tell you how to do it better.
He leapt far above our expectation. And that's the end of today's competition. Goodbye for now. Hello and welcome to Lahti is today's venue. This is... Lahti is the center of the Finnish furniture industry.
With all those woods around, they can build a lot of shelves.
That was a good takeoff from the table.
Yeah. Now he only needs to come down as well.
Good for him. That was a really good jump. He had a great start, but his last jump was a bit...
Lame. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's see what happens today. Very good.
He's showing us exactly how to take off. Very nice landing too.
Yes, he can be proud of himself.
These are the results of today's competition. Welcome to today. We're in Kuopio. We're looking forward to...
Well, there's many things that have changed in ski jumping.
Yes, if we could show this to the ancient Norwegians, I think they'd pass out.
Or they'd think the jumpers were peculiar birds.
Well, that's what they are. long jump.
But he might have gone.
Kuopio was founded by the Swedish governor in 1653.
The Swedish were everywhere.
You can say that again. First class. After an approach run like that, not much can go wrong.
Well, sometimes you think there might be an extra surprise.
And so a thrilling competition comes to a close. I hope you... Welcome to We're coming live from Lillehammer. The Nordic tournament goes into another round today. Isn't the saying, they'll always land? Is that reassuring for a jumper?
Well, I never heard of anyone who stayed up in the air.
A picture book approach run. Up there, a Polish jumper is heading for the start. Respectable approach run, good speed.
If he could turn that into distance, it will be an excellent jump. A good jump and a good score.
And that's the end of today's competition. Welcome to... I'm very happy to welcome ski jumping legend Fran.
Thank you so much for the invitation. It's an honor for me to be here.
Look at the beautiful outskirts of Oslo down below. I don't think we're the only ones who are eager to know who will win the Nordic tournament today. You've been a small hotel owner for a few years now.
Yes, the hotel's called Zum Flieger. It's really nice. We have 10 single rooms and 20 double rooms, because it's mainly couples who come and stay, but they're rarely married. Not like the old days when everyone was called either Smith or Jones. Of course, you never...
And that's the end of an exciting competition. Let's have a last look at the results. Hello everyone out there, and let's have a look at the fantastic facilities before... Let's look forward to the start of the Nations Cup. Of course, we're expecting another great jump.
He'll do it, I'm sure of it. He's a good one.
No surprises.
Yes, he showed us where he belongs.
We'll soon see the best 30 in the second round. Now this is a Polish jumper who's preparing to start.
That's the decisive moment up there. We have to check the wind and try to concentrate 100%. Yes, his fat...
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. Here are the final results. And so I'd like to say goodbye to you and goodbye to my guest here in the studio. Thanks for coming. Hello and welcome to today's event takes place in Planice. We're looking forward to another jumping event in the World Cup.
I'm curious to see who will make it to the top today. Such a long competition promises some nice surprises.
Drunk with speed, he missed the point of takeoff. These things happen.
But they shouldn't. This is not a car race.
Good weather today. We'll see some beautiful performances, I'm sure. How the hell did he make that distance?
I don't have a clue.
And that's the end of today's competition. Goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed the competition. Welcome to today's broadcast. We're broadcasting live from Planice. We're in the qualification round. Up there, a Polish jumper is heading for the start. Whoops, the windsock doesn't augur well.
No, that's a strong crosswind. The boys will have to take extra care if they don't want to be carried away.
Good for him. That was a really good jump. These are the results of today's competition. It was fun having you with us, and I hope to see you soon.
Goodbye to you all out there.